If you run a digital marketing agency, you know one of the biggest challenges is client retention, right? Once you've figured out how to land the clients and get them to pay a monthly recurring fee to manage their online marketing, the next big struggle is clients churn, right? They'll stay with you for a couple months and then they'll get frustrated, and sometimes it feels like you're taking one step forward, one step back. Give me a like in comments or give me some type of interaction if that's true. Like you feel like client retention is a constant struggle, something we're always trying to improve, always struggling to take to the next level. So I want to share 3 key tips to help you maximize your client retention. So the first is your onboard experience, right? Once a client signs up with you, they're excited, right? You've gotten them excited about a transformation you can help bring to the table in their business, whether it's more leads, more exposure, a better presence online. You've gotten them excited, and what happens in the first 24 hours and in that first 7 days really sets the pace for the entire business relationship. And so you really want to map out your onboard experience. And that involves what you send them, what they get in the email, what they get in the mail, how you gather the usernames and passwords, what you kind of set the pace as is here's how we're going to communicate, here's what we're going to get done, here's what you can expect to have happen. What I find is if you dial in that onboard experience, you create a lot of anticipation, a high expectation for a great business relationship. The agencies we've worked with that have dialed in their onboard experience have seen a significant improvement in their retention rate, not just in the first 90 days, but in the first 12 months working with their clients. So that's number 1, dial in that onboard experience. Number 2 is we want to engineer quick wins. Regardless of what you're doing for your clients, whether it's SEO, pay-per-click, social media, funnels, Facebook ads, right? The propensity to get to work and kind of disappear behind the scenes for smaller agencies is pretty common, right? It's like, okay, I've got your stuff, I'm gonna get to work, we're gonna make it rain, and you just go to work. And in a lot of cases, that feels like radio silence for the clients. And so you wanna have, yes, you wanna engineer the communication process and you wanna engineer quick wins. That way they start to see leads, they start to see results, they start to see tangible, measurable return within the first 30 to 60 days, ideally within the first couple of weeks. So you want to engineer those quick wins. Number 3 is you want to have thought out the monthly communication rhythm, right? We know the number 1 reason a client leaves is what? Post in comments if you know what the number 1 reason that a client cancels or churns is. Put it in comments. I'm sure some of you know this, but the number 1 reason a client leaves is perceived indifference. They feel like you don't care about them anymore, you're not paying attention, and they're just a number on a spreadsheet to you. So you want to make sure that you're communicating with your clients and pursuing them on a monthly basis. What we found is making sure that you're touching your clients at least once a month with a meaningful review and kind of not just a, hey, here's the reports, but kind of really showing them, here's what we did. Here's the results that you've gotten. Here's what we're going to be working on over the next 90 days. And constantly seeding the vision, right? They leave because of perceived indifference, and they leave because there's 100 other agencies that want their business that are showing up in their inbox and they're showing up on their social feed promising better results. And the reason they're going to leave is because they feel like you've taken them as far as you can go. And there's always things changing. So you have to constantly be seeding the vision. Here's what we're going to be working on next. Here's what we're going to be bringing to the table. We find is if you get these 3 things really well dialed in, you can retain your clients at the highest level possible. Love to hear from you in comments. 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you feel like you need the most work on to improve your client retention? Now, I've got an event coming up in a couple of weeks called the 7-Figure Agency Roadmap Live. It's a 2-day workshop where we go deep on how to land clients, consistently deliver world-class results, retain your clients at the highest level possible, and ultimately how to scale so you can make more money, have more freedom, and have a bigger impact. And I want to invite you to participate in that event completely free of charge. So if that sounds good and you want to really dial in this customer experience, you want to dial in your client retention, which I believe is probably the most important aspect of success or failure in your digital marketing agency, I encourage you to register and to join us completely free for 2 days at the 7-Figure Agency Roadmap Live. So click the button now, get yourself registered, and I look forward to seeing you there.